We're back to recording again, or at least I think we're doing our recording. And I'm going to open up with the Syracuse game played on the 23rd of, it was played Saturday, this is I guess Monday afternoon, 23rd of February 2013. Think closely as you look at the moronic playing of the Syracuse Orange against the Georgetown Hoyas. That's how we open up here. In 1980, Manley Fieldhouse closed when Georgetown won, breaking a 57-game winning streak at home by the Orange, a final of 57-46, culminating closing the series at Syracuse. Now we had a double 57 here, so we've got a repeat of the actual time clock numbers. This going back to 1980, this going to 2013. This is very, very significant, okay? You got 57 each. A final of 57-46 culminating in closing the series, concluding a 38-game home winning streak by the Syracuse Orange. Okay, is this a case of Heinz 57? That's very interesting. Why I'm doing this is because we now another one of our mercurial O-line companies is being divvied up down in Brazil through this Swiss national who has a Brazil passport, and he's gone in with the vulture up there in Nebraska called the Oracle, you know, the inside trading wizard of all time. So I went out and bought a Heinz 57. I'd run out of ketchup, and I do buy Heinz. So that kind of clocks into Heinz. That declaration was made, I believe, on 22 February 2013, within a day of this game being played, or hours different. Then one game to go in the series in 2 weeks. That was the 88th game. That's very, very integral. You're going to see how it was right away. If you look at 88 and you combine it with Jim Boeheim and his 12-21 game, you add 912 to 309. 309th loss. By the way, if any of you, of course, have forgotten or never cared to think about, I'm just going to put this up here. This book ends on page 309. It's my autobiography, Titanic 2000, The Millennium, not with any type of coincidence. Set in time, Mr. Boeheim's achievement records are clocked in relation to my family and their heritage to Syracuse, New York. Not important to all of you, but it is to me. Now, okay, let's go on here now. Let's take a look more. I'm going to give you some real atomic scroll downs here so that you have an understanding of what you're looking at here. The conundrum, I finished this thing on February 24th. Today being the 25th, my dad's birthday from 1918, and you look at the scores here. Now what's going on here? Georgetown and Syracuse were playing, but it looks like they were playing in relation to my family heritage. Well, they were 100%. You see, because it's 21 to 13, 36, 23, 20, all adds up to John Moran. Now, anytime anybody wants to discuss this on any basis, I will then nationally reveal what this means, and it is most revealing. Now, let's scroll down a little bit more here for you. Okay. This is the box score. It's a little bit congruous. I've never seen it come out like this when I did a copy, but it's Georgetown 11 and Syracuse 8. My birthday, of course, a day that should be a day of national holiday. Only one needed in this country is November 8th. I'm being a little greedy since it's my dad's birthday today. November 8th is when I was born. Very significant day in world history because I was born on that day, and I am the leader of the birth certificate movement because the birth certificate movement conveys significantly to whom? John Moran. Very good. That's why you can't find anything with Obama unless you call him Assad. Okay, now. Okay, so now we got final 11-8 Georgetown Syracuse. Now what's really intriguing here is that the final score was 57-46. So there's an 11, Georgetown the winner, and they won by 11 points because 46 and 57 are separated by 11. So you got a double 11-11. 11-8 John Moran victorious. I was born on 11-8. Sorry if I broke your elevation of stupidity and greed since your significance is insignificant. This game had some eerie runs in the first half, which they all do. There is a mathematical coding to Syracuse in their football as well as basketball and lacrosse and what have you. Of course, I read it out every time. Syracuse led 12-4. And they missed a three-pointer, which would have really broken the game open. And then Georgetown followed with a 17-3 run. And Georgetown was up 21-15, and Syracuse ends with an 8-0 run. It was very, very unusual, okay? So the 23-21 was the halftime score, and then Syracuse did a total collapse in the second half here of this game. Now, either Cooley starts scoring or the season is a complete debacle. Right, they got to get that kid who's the backup guard to start putting the friggin' points in there, kid. You got to start making some baskets, or this team is a complete joke. Okay, then we got Otto versus Otto. Okay, remember Otto was Germany, and then got Otto versus Otto. Otto was the kid who scored 33 points for the Georgetown Hoyas, Otto Porter. And then Otto is the mascot for Syracuse, who has his own army. So there is a lot of truth to the army. And what's going on here has a lot to do with the United States Army. And I'm not going to tell you why, because I said I'd tell you why on national TV. Then 33 years after his father came persona non grata, Thompson and Startle added their names to the lore of the Georgetown-Syracuse rivalry. He scored 33. So we started off with a 57-57 up here, remember? There you go, a double 57. A lot of tragedy for me. 57 up here. And we had a 33. We had a double 11-11, which is not armistice. We'll start a war, maybe. So anyway, there we go. So that's a real mathematics. Now, if you were to be given by me why my name is on here all over the freaking place in every demarcation in time, then you got an idea what that means, okay? That's what a time clock is. Okay, this is to let you know that Syracuse and Mr. Boeheim have been living a luxuriant lifestyle of great opulence and wealth in that basketball thanks to Mr. John Moran, okay? And there he was, 9/12. Remember 9/12? That's considered the day after 9/11. Okay, 309 I told you is my autobiography. So now, then you see, one thing we didn't really discuss is the 35 Pan Am Flight 103. Remember 12/21/88 was Pan Am Flight 1 was 35. And then we're only missing one thing, why 12? Okay, so we got a 35 and a 12. Okay, now there's one more thing to 35012, which will be discussed at a later date. Anyway, now, I'm going to close down on this Revelations right here. I'll see how it comes out on the on our filming situation video. All right, hold on now. Let me just get this stuff right here. Hope you're enjoying this, because this is one hell of a show.